I think so. I'm not sure. Maybe. Who knows? Is the internet on? Is this thing on? I think this thing's on. What day is it? Monday? Let's get at it. Hold on a sec. All right. Let's see. A lot of stuff to get to. We're gonna recap the weekend. The 4th of July show was the finale did not look that great in the Capitol. Hold on. Let me see. Where is it? Oh yeah, that's it. I don't know, man. Next time I would just say spread it out. You know, I know the finale is usually one after another, but I don't know. The fireworks I saw, the finale was like pretty quick, but it wasn't all at once, just looking like hell opening up from the earth. You know what I mean? Like, this is one of those weird ones where you're like, is that supposed to look like that? And I watched the whole thing, you know? Like, I watched the video. Have you seen the video? It just looked a little disheveled. And fireworks shouldn't look like that. They should truly, you know, have some kind of syncopation. You know, there should be like a little bit of a rhythm. It shouldn't be like, all right, and light them all. You know, like, that's not how you enjoy fireworks. Usually fireworks aren't. I don't know if you went to a fireworks show. Let me know in the chat. What's up? There's my pixie. I'll call you in a little bit. Whole weekend was surreal. Primal Springs, Weatherly. I don't know if anybody saw fireworks, but like, I can just guarantee, as long as you weren't at this fireworks show, the fireworks didn't go pop, 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 boom, all at once. Like, never in my decades on Earth have I ever been to a fireworks show where they lit them all off at once. You know what I mean? Like, this is just bad form. This is just absolutely bad form of fireworks. And I'm not listen, if this was a good firework, if I watched this video and this was a good display, I would have said so. Okay? I would have said so. Like some of the audio I have for you. I will just tell you, you know what? At least they're just being out in the open with it. Some of it not so much. But you know, so yeah. In case you missed it, this was the Washington, D.C. This is not the end of the world. This is not Satan's grasp upon Earth. This is not even climate change. This is not any kind of warming. This is not fire clouds. We do not have a new phenomena in America yet called fire clouds, where it's just gotten so hot the clouds are made of fire. I'm sure some of you are probably like, I don't know, it's been feeling a touch like fire clouds lately. You know, this is not that. This is the Donald Trump, put your name on it, fireworks display. I'm sure Eric had something to do with it. I can only think Eric might have had a hand in this. Eric might have been like, you know what would have looked great, Dad, if we just light them all off at once. One big boom. Oh, you dummies. You fucking dummies. How do you fuck up fireworks? That's the other thing. Watching this video, I was like, how do you screw that up? How do you screw that up? And why are they all the same lava color? You know, like, who wants to go to a fireworks display that's all that color? Just looks like somebody's, like, a building's on fire. Didn't even look cool. It just looked like, if you've ever lived in California, it just looked like, oh, look, wildfires off in the distance. Okay. Like, you can see that. You can see that whenever, man. That, oh God, so disappointing. You really hope that they could get fireworks right. But I'm sure, I guarantee you, Donald Trump was like, I got a fireworks guy. And the fireworks guy was like, Kaboom Entertainment. And it was probably that same dude. What's his name? Leisure Suit Larry? Do you remember that? What's that dude's name? Fatty Capone? Grabsy Malone? I forget. Remember the dude, Greenwater Solutions, who did the reflective pool, which is a disaster now because he used toxic epoxy that peeled off? I don't remember his name. He looks like a Dick Tracy character. I guarantee you that guy put on Groucho Marx glasses and a mustache and was like, "Hello, I'm from Kaboom Entertainment. Here to do your July 4th fireworks." Like, I guarantee you, this is how grifto this is. Nightshade, what's up? Good to see you, everybody. Stroll on in. I'm not taking attendance. We're just talking about the horrific display of fireworks. Like, who fucks up fireworks, man? Hold on, Nightshade. I'll look that up before I say anything. Because, of course, there's going to be tons of allegations. Yeah. At this point, listen, he's running against the Epstein class. At this point, it's hard for me to see any allegation against anybody who's challenging these grift oligarchs and the billions poured in from Israel with Susan Collins. It's just hard for me to, like, I just don't buy this shit. I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just not going to. You know, and the second they impeach and imprison the president for his role in the Epstein files, then we can discuss this. But this is like small potatoes to, I don't know, the huge quiche that is Jeff Epstein's best friend in the White House. So, I don't know. There's my take. It looks Celtic or Celtic 11. It does. The only giveaway that this is in America and not in Palestine is the American flag. I mean, maybe this could be the border of Israel. I don't know. That's so crazy. This does not look like a fireworks display. I'm sorry. You know, this does not. If you told me this was Iran, I'd be like, huh, okay. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Hold on. Who's talking about communism? Long Defiant? Oh my God. We finally got someone giving us the definition correctly. Amazing. Shit was looking awesome. You think this looks awesome? I mean, if you're talking about like a war, yeah, that's awesome war you're doing. If you're talking about fireworks display, watch the video, folks. I hate to disagree, but as somebody who has enjoyed fireworks for most of their life, this is a clusterfuck. This is not, you don't walk away from that being like, I'm glad they lit them all off at once. It was, something I'd never seen before. Really, you just take it all in at once and you're like, I don't know what I saw, but it was a fire in the sky. Like maybe they're trying to take down those weather clouds. I don't know. I get that completely, but being attached to Democratic Socialists in general isn't a good look overall. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Nightshade, but number one, you don't know if it's just some Israel paid allegation. And number two, bigger fish to fry. You know what I mean? Like there's the biggest fish trafficking ring in modern world history with Jeff Epstein and Howard Nutlick, Pam Blondie, Akash Patel, Dan Bajina, what's his name? Donna Trump, Bill Gates, who else? Richard Branson, oh my God, there's more people that I don't even know their names that are all like in power right now. You know what I mean? So if this guy's just not in the Epstein files, I'm like, yeah, all right. We're taking baby steps. We're taking baby steps. If Graham Plattner is not mentioned to the fucking Elon Musk is in the Epstein. Mark Zuckerberg is at dinner with him. I'm sure there's Jeff Bezos somewhere amongst the tide. Peter Thiel, all Joe Rogan's guests over the past 6 months. You know what I mean? It's like, I just can't even fucking pretend to give a shit about anything until we, just hold the obviously obvious Jeff Epstein friends accountable. So it's really hard for me to, just engage with that. That's why I don't want to talk about it. What's up, Jess? That one photo, Square, I watched the whole video. If you think the video is any different than a cloud of smoke with a bunch of, fire clouds in the back, you're high, dude. You're high. And I've already implored people, go look up the video. It's online. You don't believe your eyes and you think, oh, no. That was just a mere moment in the fireworks. And the rest of the finale was all different colors, Not cloudy at all. Like, come on, man. Emo Fox, what's up? How are you? Here today. Rogan is literally a tool. That's right. 100%. Okay, but we got more to talk about than just fireworks. Come on, man. Come on, man. Was this one I want to show you? Yeah, who's talking about communism in the thing? We're going to play Donald Trump's communism comments. Oh shit, the president got noted even in between. Wait, where's my communism comments? Do I not have them? Ah, whatever. What's app? Yep, that's an app. Actually, before I play anything, I promised myself I was going to show you this. Does anybody know who this is? Please tell me there's some young people that know who this is. I know the older folks do. Arrow. Hell or prison. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Cobain. There we go. Nirvana. There we go. All right. A few people know. A few people know. It's been 94. Oh my God. 32 years. It's been 32 years since we lost one of the greats, Kurt Cobain. And I want to play this audio for you because I love this interview of Kurt. This is one of his final interviews. You can find it online. It's in its entirety, but I just like how he's talking about how money didn't make him happy. And he details, like why it didn't make him happy and what was special about not having money. And before anybody jumps the gun on like, see, just be happy with, working forever until you die. No, what he's not talking about here is your needs being met, not making you happy. Money gets your needs met in America. Keeps the water on, keeps the air conditioning on, keeps a roof over your head, keeps food in your belly. So you need those basics, right? Any Christian should believe that we should be providing all those basics, just like Jesus did. Remember when he fed everybody with the fish and loaves? Remember that? Remember that? He didn't charge a fee. He didn't say, oh shit, we're running low on eggs. There's a bird flu. I'm going to have to charge you bitches. He wasn't doing that. He was just like, feed them all. Feed them all. Kurt talks about this, and I just want to start with this because, hearing Kurt Cobain's voice always, oh, thank you for the butterfly. That means so much to me. I love butterflies. I love butterflies. Jess, billionaires and guillotines, best friends since 1788. That's right. Bring back tradition. We could, but we can't feed our greed. That is true. Bald leopard. Leopard. I don't know how to pronounce that. I hope I liked and subbed. Thank you, Emo Fox. That means a lot to me. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subbing. And if you want to support, you can do it in a free way. You can sub. You can support the channel, super chat. You can become a member. Next week, I'm building up my Patreon again. Because next week for members and people who join the Patreon, I'm going to take you outside of the live stream. I'm going to allow you a sneak peek into my life. And we're going to be in subtropic, Spanish moss, exotic locations. And my brother has a drone. So I don't know if you guys are into drone footage. But there's some cool ass locations. And I was thinking he could do some drone aerial shots of these absolutely splendid locations. Thank you for the floating heart, Jess. Clark Kent with a beard? That looks nothing like Clark Kent. What are you talking? Come on. Don't do my boy. Don't do my boy wrong like that. Kurt Cobain is just an angel. That's it. We miss you, Kurt. Okay, here's the audio of Kurt.
The old saying that you can't buy happiness. You think that's true?
Well, yeah, you can't buy happiness. I mean, that made me happy for a little while. But, I mean, I was just probably almost just as happy with, I don't know. I look back on going to secondhand stores and stuff like that and finding a little treasure like that And that actually meant more to me because it was more of a stab in the dark in a way, you know, because you didn't know if you're going to be able to afford it. You don't know what you're really looking for, and when you find it, it's more special to you rather than, you know, having $1,000 and going into a store like that and just buying the whole store. You know, it's not as, you know, it's not as special.
You hear that? Not as special. Which I agree with him, you know? When you find a little gem and you got just enough money to get it, oh my God. That's a cool feeling, right? But he wasn't happier just because he had all the money to buy stuff. And the other reason I want to play that for you is because you see that daily, right? We're going to play some audio of just these people who their greed is insatiable. It does not matter. You could have billions and it's not enough. They're still manipulating stocks. They're still pulling crypto meme coin rug pulls. They're still like, the money isn't even anything. And because you would think at some point they're like, all right, I got all my needs met. I got all my wants met. I got all my desires met. I got the Epstein files hidden. You know, like you'd think at some point they'd be like, dude, let's, like DMX said, you know, share, start sharing, stop being greedy, you know. We out here, we hungry. And there's a lot of people hungry in America. And it's not because they're not working hard enough. You know, you'd be working full time in America and still on food stamps. But these people that are just siphoning the wealth out of the poor aren't doing it because they need the money. They're not doing it because they need the money. It's because they have a hole in their heart. And they think money's going to fill it. They think being on the list is going to fill it. They think putting their name on something's going to fill it. That ain't going to do it, man. You know what? All you greedy bastards, you should try giving. You've been taking a lot, and I'm telling you, if you know anything about the good Lord, he says giving is where it's at. You know? Giving. Anyways, speaking of the good Lord, Jesus, thank you for another day. I'm here breathing. Smack that smack that like button like a Christian nationalist talking shit. What's up, Sizzle? Good to see you. Oh my God, that was funny, Jess. Please be respectful and kind. That's right. And mods, please don't boot anybody unless they're saying slurs. Let the people that need to be in here, that need to hear my message. I'm like a preacher. They need to hear the good word of anti-greed, and anti-corruption, and they just need to hear some dissent. You know, so don't mute nobody. All right, so speaking of the good Lord, Donald Trump at his little fireworks display. Hold on. Where is he? Where is he? Did I get a picture of him in his... Yeah. Here he is. Look at how happy he is. He's like, I told Eric to light them all off at once, and look at how good it looks. Listen, I got some fucking photo... Wait, do I have photos of the fireworks? Nah, shit. I only have videos. That's pretty beautiful, right? I know it looks like some Tatooine-esque double sun sky, but that's just sometimes I take photos and that shit happens. And I'm not kidding. Wasn't in the photo, but after you look at it, you're like, oh, there's clearly two suns. We clearly have two suns on Earth now. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. But I mean, I was at a fireworks show and there was nothing cool about them lighting them all off at once. In fact, nobody did. Welcome, comrade. Thank you, Weatherly Patience. I appreciate you for being a member for a while now. If you're at the Red Star, that's serious. But this wasn't a good show. But he was a very happy boy because everybody does what he says. What's up, Cage? Good to see you. 1 million seconds is 11 days. 1 billion seconds is 32 years. Trump's made 3 times that in office last year. Yeah, because I forget what it is. Are you sure 1 billion seconds is 32 years? I thought it was more. And he's made 3 times that. He's made 96 years of money in office. Oh my God, that's gross. Anyways, Donald Trump, you know him as the man who convinced the Christian capitalists here in America that he's one of them. And I'm here to prove, and he convinced all the patriots to prove that he's one of them. He's none of them. He's not a patriot, nor is he a Christian. And I'll just prove it with one quick clip.
And as our Declaration of Independence tells us, we are all made in the image of one Almighty God.
Wrong. Wrong. You didn't ask that in the form of a question. Wait. Oh, this is in Jeopardy. This is that fireworks display. Does anybody know the actual answer? Does anybody know? Hold on, I'll play it again. Write in the chat if you know actually what the Declaration of Independence says. Does anybody know the actual answer to this?
And as our Declaration of Independence tells us, we are all made in the image of one Almighty God.
Anybody else? Would anybody like to steal? Would anybody like to steal? Anybody like to steal? Huh. Do I have a steal on my hands? Just so you know, the Declaration of Independence does not say we are all made in the image of one true Almighty God. No, Weatherly Patience, not only did he say that, he said that at America's birthday, which is kind of embarrassing, you know? That's like going to somebody's birthday and reading a speech about somebody you thought was having a birthday, and they're like, oh, this is actually Jim's birthday. And you're like, oh, goddamn, I wrote this for Bob. Doesn't matter, I guess we could just apply it there. It's like, dude, the Declaration, like, if you're gonna, on America's 250th birthday, like, just Google it, you know? Just ChatGPT, check it. Hey, ChatGPT, does the Declaration of Independence say that we're all made in the image of God? No? All right, I won't say that. Could you tell me something the Declaration of Independence does say? Like, this is simple. This guy's, it's not so much that he's stupid, because he is a dum-dum. He is a dodo, you know? I'm surprised this family isn't extinct. That's how fucking stupid they are. But, like, this is an easy one. You know, Declaration of Independence, America's 250th birthday. I tell you this all the time. You know, we're all endowed by inalienable rights from our creator. And that's like a loose fucking thing. I could look it up if you want the actual verbiage. But in no fucking sense or aspect does the Declaration say we're all made in the image of God. You know what I mean? Like, why would they declare that to King George? Like, hey, King George, you keep taxing us, but we are made in God's image. I just want you to remember that. We declare it. You know, like, this is peak stupid right here.
And as our
He's talking like that too. Like, goddamn, what are those new dentures? You giving them you breaking them in?
Declaration of Independence tells us we are all made in the image of one Almighty God.
How do you cheer for that? You're either stupid or dumb. Either way, you should be cheering for that. You know, you should be like, I'm pretty sure that's not what they declared. They were actually talking about our rights given to us, inalienable rights, and they were just endowed by our creator. You know, it's like an easy one. I mean, I think kids understand that. Hold on. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Has nobody seen Hamilton? There's a whole fucking song about it. Hamilton is such a good play. That all men are created equal. That all men are created equal. And when I write the Declaration too, and then they say something about women. Yo, you should watch Hamilton. As much as, like, it's kind of fantasy land, they got some fucking bangers in there. My daughter got me hooked on that, on the Hamilton music. Okay, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Every time I try to read this, I hear Hamilton. Thank you, Lin-Manuel Manuera. Thank you. Oh, wait. That they are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. To secure these rights, God made us in his image. Just fucking with you. Just fucking with you. It didn't say that. Governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. and to institute a new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. That's the Declaration of Independence. So if we, what is the exact verbiage? If any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. All in favor of abolishing it, say aye. Aye. Hey, that's just the Declaration. That's as American as you can get. This is the guy who quoted it absolutely atrociously.
Our Declaration of Independence tells us we are all made in the image of one almighty God.
It doesn't say that. Liar, anti-American, Antifa, communist, terrorist, Jesse Waters.
And a communist will never say that.
Oh, that was my communist clip. A communist actually would say that. We're all made in the image of God. Boom, proved you wrong 2 times, 1 clip. Oh shit. And like I was showing you before, for the dummies out there that go, you don't know what communism is. Here you go. I just did a simple Google screenshot because I'm so tired of these morons. It's a political and economic ideology that advocates for a classless, no caste system, no elites, stateless. We don't need no government. Let the motherfucker burn. Where all property and wealth are communally owned. If any of that sounds familiar, it's probably because you heard Jesus saying to his disciples, like, sell all your stuff and give the money to the poor. Communally owned. You know what I mean? You should read the Bible again. Everyone. Just give it a once through, you know? Understand that the Old Testament has nothing to do with Jesus. That was a precursor to Jesus coming to establish, his thing. So when you hear people citing the Old Testament, ask them, are you Jewish? The fuck are you telling me that for? Jesus came to fulfill the law and to set some new laws, all right? So funny, though. So funny. And the communists will never say that. Yeah, but also an American would never say this on America's birthday. This is so embarrassing. America, I'm so sorry that the president doesn't know it's in the Declaration of Independence.
And as our Declaration of Independence tells us, we are all made in the image of one almighty God.
Wrong. Wrong. 100% wrong. No.
Close enough.
Is it though?
Do me a favor, please.
Get out of here.
Get out of here, man.
Get out of here, man. That's how I feel. Do me a favor, you get out of here. You get out of here. No, we'll get to that in a minute. I want to tell you about, does everybody know, oh, what's up, Smoking Blondie? Does everybody know the famous app bought by the Ellisons? It used to be a Chinese app, and then Donald Trump's good friend, Larry Ellison, bought it so he could boost this far-right rhetoric, content and try to convince you that what you see online is real, and it's all bogus. You know the app, right? Everybody know the app I'm talking about? Inky Campbell. Or no, wait. Inky Capelli. Ooh, I like that name. Inky Capelli. Are you sure you're not in the mafia? Inky Capelli. That's a mafia name. It's actually not. You guys all got it wrong. I know you think it's TikTok. It's called Tic Tac. You don't believe me? Here's the president. You're going to say he's a liar? We just heard him say the Declaration of Independence says all people are made in the image of our almighty creator God. It's not in there. So you're saying he's going to lie twice to us? Come on. I'm pretty sure the app is called Tic Tac. Ready?
It was announced about 2 days ago. The new numbers just came out. You know who the number 1 person in Tic Tac is by far?
Did you know who the number 1 person on Tic Tac is? Hold on, listen.
Who the number 1 person in Tic Tac is by far?
Tic Tac. See, you guys have been saying it wrong. It's not TikTok. Who said TikTok? Wrong. Change your language. The president has now deemed it TikTok. And I know why he deemed it TikTok. If you've been a subscriber of the show for a while, you know one of my favorite clips is when Donald Trump.
I moved on her like a bitch. I couldn't get there.
He moves like a bitch. He couldn't get there, but don't worry. He's going to throw some Tic Tacs in.
I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her.
So that's probably why he calls it Tic Tac, because Tic Tacs remind him of SAing women. So anyways, and by the way, since I grabbed this clip, he got community noted. So I'll read the community note after. But again, listen closely. It's not called TikTok. It's called Tic Tac.
It's announced about 2 days ago. The new numbers just came out. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump. Me. I just got I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one.
Taylor Swift was number 11. Oh my god, this is so funny. This is so funny. You know who's number one on TikTok, right? Me, Donald Trump. And Taylor Swift's 11. Like, bro, why? Who cares about Taylor Swift? It's so funny to hear the president be like, I'm more popular than Taylor Swift. I know she wrote that song she wrote, Summer Lovin' or whatever, you know. Shade ain't gonna make it gay or whatever, but I'm the president and I'm number one on TikTok. Like, it's such a weird beef. It's like, you could tell what he's thinking about, you know, late at night. He's like, how do I surpass Taylor Swift? And by the way, he got community noted. Trump has 16.6 million TikTok followers, not number one. The top account was Cobby Lame. Cobby Lame? I don't know who that is. Has 162.2 million. God damn. And Taylor Swift has 33.5 million. She's not number 11. But Donald Trump only has 16 million. So I don't know. Maybe just numbers don't mean anything anymore. And 16 million is more than 33. But I hate to break it to you. You ain't number one on TikTok.
Ago, the new numbers just came out. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far?
This is so fun. Like, this dude is so stupid. And the people behind him, look at this fucker guy. He's like, who's number one on TikTok, sir? And you know that's how these people operate. You know, oh God, that lady is unhealthily skinny. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh. Anyways, you know nobody corrects him. Like later when he's talking about TikTok. And he's like, hey man, would you pull up TikTok on your phone? They're like, sure, I totally have TikTok. Absolutely pull it out for you, sir. Like, nobody corrects him. In fact, I guarantee you when he's in the room, they call it TikTok. I guarantee it. Just like Marco Rubio wearing them stupid oversized shoes because Donald Trump sent them to him or whatever. Like, these people just have a shame kink at this point. Because at any point, you could have been like, sir, remember, it's TikTok. Stop being so stupid. Jesus Christ. But because they're all spineless cowards, no one can correct them. So now they're all like, we gotta write Larry Ellison and ask him if he'll change the name to TikTok. It's Donald Trump's favorite treat when essaying women.
I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her.
Not with her consent, just in case he starts kissing her. He throws in the Tic Tacs because you know his breath smells like baby's diarrhea. You know his breath smells like a Big Mac and a fish fillet, both smashed together. That is like 3 days old. You know this dude eats so much McDonald's. His halitosis even has a Mick before it. He's got Mick halitosis. But yeah, that's why he throws in.
I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her.
And of course, he's like, yo, you know my favorite thing, Tic Tac. Tic Tac. And these are like simple things, you know? These are simple things. Like if Joe Biden was doing this, here you go, MAGA. I'd be making fun of him wicked bad too. I'm like, how are you this stupid? You can't claim to lead a grifted world. You can't be the leader of the meme coin world and be this stupid. Like, dude, there's people watching. People see this. This is not closed circuit. Like, this is out for the internet. And there are other world leaders who are like, oh Jesus, he called the TikTok Tic Tac, you know? What's up, Ray Gun? Good to see you, Nurse Rod. Good to see everybody. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, buddy. Steffelson's here. What's up, Brian? Best president ever, guys. He called the TikTok Tic Tac. He called the TikToks. I'll tell you who he is the best president for. Here, I'll play this audio for you.
And millions more will be.
The reason why he sounds a little more composed is because he's looking down and reading, so this is proof he can still read.
Getting additional contributions from generous owners like, as I mentioned, Michael and Susan Dell. They are truly
Now he goes off script. Listen.
incredible people. Go out and buy a Dell computer. He's not.
You hear that? So listen to, you can hear in the cadence. I know I don't have the video up, but you hear in his cadence when he's looking down like, cat. You know, like you could tell when this maroon's reading. And then you can tell when he's like, oh shit, the Dells, go buy a computer. Are we still investing in that? Go buy a Dell computer right now. Don't forget to sell when this is done. Go, please, everybody buy a Dell computer. It'll be amazing for your household. Listen.
And millions more will be getting additional contributions from generous owners like, as I mentioned, Michael and Susan Dell. They are truly incredible people. Go out and buy a Dell computer. He's not.
He couldn't possibly have bought a bunch of Dell stock, right? There's no way. Purchased more than 1 million in Dell stock. Oh, shit. Oh, well, there's no way Dell stock jumped up after he said that. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, that's market manipulation. That's from the president's seat of power. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. Go out and buy a Dell. Sell, sell, sell. We pumped and dumped it, baby. Listen to this. Listen to this and watch this. You know what that orange Ronald McDonald / Grimace turd looks like. I just want you to keep an eye on all the people that knew he was going to do this shit. Right? They bought right here. Knew he was doing this and they went, boop. Oh, we just made so much money. Oh, we just made so much money. Thank you, Trump.
More will be getting additional contributions from generous owners like, as I mentioned, Michael and Susan Dell. They are truly incredible people. Go out and buy a Dell computer. He's not doing it for that. But I'll bet his business, Brad, has gotten even bigger. I have a son that loves their laptop. I have to tell you, no wonder Dell. We're going to get him that money back one way or the other.
Oh, you just did, sir. You just did, sir. You also just admitted to it, but you know. You got that money back, sir. We know you own the stocks. We know you pumped the stocks. We just want to see when you sold the stocks. What a great advertisement from the White House. Go out there and buy a Dell, my son. That's the only thing he'll have. It sounded like a YouTuber's advertisement. You notice that? You notice that? When they're like, me undies. Do you want to be a Scottish landlord? You should buy a slice of paper from Scotland. You'll own 1 inch by 3 inches of Scottish land, and then you can be summoned as a lord or lady. And I remember seeing those ads. They disappeared because it was all horseshit. And being like, who the fuck is doing this? Who's paying that much money for a piece of paper you're going to probably throw away at some point so you could be like, oh, I own land in Scotland. It's like, oh, really? I guess I own a piece of the moon, too. I could print one of those off my computer, too. These people are so... But he sounds like a YouTuber. He sounds like he's doing a YouTube ad right now. You know, like he's new on YouTube. He really wants to get this advertisement right. And he's reading from it. Oh, wow, these people are awesome. They donated a lot of money. By the way, my son only uses Dells. Dell, the president's computer.
Getting additional contributions from generous owners like, as I mentioned, Michael and Susan Dell. They are truly incredible people. Go out and buy a Dell computer. He's not doing it for that. But I'll bet his business, Brad, has gotten even bigger.
Oh, wait. Let me show you who Brad is. That makes a lot of sense. He's a Brad. That's a Brad. Oh, 5'1" of them. That's a Brad right there. That looks like he got a custom fit suit in the Short and Lollipop Guild store.
I have a son that loves their laptop. I have to tell you, no wonder Dell.
Really, is that what your son said? And I don't even think he's talking about Barron at this point. Like when you were probably thinking like, oh, he's talking about Barron. I think this is Eric. I think Eric's like, I want a Dell, Dad.
They loves their laptop. I have to tell you, no, I want a Dell. We're gonna get him that money back one way or the other.
You already did, sir. You already did, sir. Thank you for corrupting the presidency even more. I appreciate what you're doing. You know what I mean? Take the mask off. Take the mask fully off. I just can't wait until Donald Trump's like, fully coming out. He's like, listen, man, I purchased about 1 million in stock. I promised I'd give him a couple shout outs. That's how endorsements go, you know? And let's just say, he's like, and let's just say I got to give a big up to my Dell family. Like, I just can't wait till he just starts saying, you know, like, hey, I just purchased some Dell a while ago. I think you should too. And meanwhile, everyone's purchasing it. He's selling it. It drops back down. It regulates itself out. And people lose a ton of money buying high because the president mentioned it. Meanwhile, he's cashing in. I can't wait till that day. You know, because that day, it's going to be truly an undoing of American fucking meritocracy or whatever you want to call this, you know. Okay. Oh, shit. I forgot about the World Cup stuff. There's some World Cup stuff. There's some World Cup stuff. Here we go. So if you don't know, because, oh, is this just still Brad? I guess he's just talking in front of Brad the whole time. Brad, look at how happy Brad's just happy to be there. I want to find out who Brad is real quick. Hold on. Who is Brad behind Donald Trump at White House? I'm very curious about this Brad. Brad Parscale, is that true? Oh, yeah. Trump plugs Dell at first ever White House opening bell, sending shares soaring. Holy shit. Holy shit. Who is Brad Parscale? No, that's not him. Oh, that's that racist dude. That's not him. Ooh, maybe Donald Trump just called him the wrong name. Or that's got to be a different Brad. All right, this other Brad is taking over the news feed, so I can't find out who he is. If anybody knows who Brad, oh, he's an investor. That's it, Brad Gerstner. Yeah, let's look him up. I love that. Oh yeah, that's him. American entrepreneur, investor, venture capitalist, hedge fund manager, and podcast. I love how it's like, and podcaster. Give me a fucking break. This dude podcasts? I gotta see this. Come on. What is he talking? Oh, here we go. No. He's on somebody's podcast. Co-host. The BG2 pod. Oh, this sounds boring as fuck. Here we go. It's on YouTube. Open source bi-weekly convo with AltCap and Be Girly. Oh, he doesn't, his handle is not Be Girly on YouTube. This is embarrassing. Oh, for a macho clan. Oh, man. All right, Be Girly. You don't have your own YouTube channel? You're just a co-host? Sorry, I have to hear about Brad. I need to hear this. Oh, they talk about SpaceX, Doge. That's a year ago. Give me some recent stuff, baby. Chat GPT. Doesn't even look like he's in that episode.
And I think we're all pretty AI pilled. And if you're AI pilled, that means we got to build a lot more compute than the world thinks. And that these models are going to be a lot more valuable than people think.
Yeah. When I hear a dude like this talk about models, I know it's fucking tech. I know it's tech. This is the one thing I can confidently say about Brad. He ain't in the Epstein files. This dude was not invited.
You combine that with their core business. I don't know another entrepreneur or another business that's a better bet on the future, right, than SpaceX. And so I think for...
Oh! When did this come out? 3 weeks ago. Okay. Is that before the SpaceX IPO? Yep. How should investors think about the SpaceX IPO? Just in case you don't know, after the initial public offering from SpaceX, where it was like $1 trillion, and all these people, when the retail people could come in, they bought it super high, and then it wiped out, I think, 400 billion in fucking worth. Like, this is the craziest part. This is why I want to hear it. This is Brad. He's talking on his podcast. He's saying one of the best investments for the future is SpaceX. But if you invested after Brad gave you that advice, you lost a good chunk of money. You just lost. You're praying that SpaceX can at least go to the moon. If not, just fucking stop exploding shit over the ocean. But this is incredible when I hear people like this, you know, some 2-pit, 3'4" fucking lollipop guild dude talking about, oh, we're gonna invest in, we're AI pilled. You know, when I hear people talk like that and then give you the absolute worst fucking advice ever, where you would, you know, if you were a retail investor, you took a little hit. You're gonna second guess it. I can't get over it, man. I can't fucking get over it. This dude is deplorable.
For most institutional investors, it's a must buy, a must own. It's set it and forget it, right? In order to have a real bet on both the space and the AI future.
Oh my God. So he's telling retail and investors and institutional investors, set it and forget it. Right. It's totally not a 3-car Monty fucking find the ace. Find it. Go ahead. See if it's there.
That's okay. So I think there's two big levers or variables that I think people should focus on. And, you know, I'm not going to comment on where I think those variables go.
What?
But one is, you guys have this chart. Did you post this on X?
I did.
Yo, if you get a chance, check out Brad Gurley's BG2 pod. I can't believe he's got 102 subs. That's got to be botted. Give me a fucking break. Dude, watch this and tell me this wouldn't make a hilarious parody. Like, I would love to parody this whole, oh my God, is he sitting on a booster seat? I guarantee you he is. I guarantee you Brad is sitting on a booster seat. I'm not making fun of him, because if he needs it to be in shot, you know, that's fine. But I think he's sitting on a booster seat. This is the most precocious podcast I've ever seen. All these dudes who have way too much money acting like they know everything.
I did before, and then we also included a new addition with XAI's new deals as well.
Yeah. So Clark, who I've known for many years, did a great analysis here, and he shows that XAI's deal with Google for cloud computing generates more operating profit per gigawatt than Anthropic, than Meta, than Google, than OpenAI. Their deal actually with Anthropic also generates.
So this whole thing is basically a stand for Elon Musk. There's not going to be any critique. We're not going to look at the past. We're not going to look at what the fucking company actually is. We're not going to see if it's, you know, profitable right now, because it's not. But it's just going to be a big how to do for Elon Musk, a big stroke that for him. All right, boys. Are we going to talk about anything else? This is kind of boring. This is not my cup of tea, I'll tell you that. Does he have any shorts? Do you have any shorts where he's like, buy now? Oh, he has one short? What the fuck? Dude, put up some shorts. I want to see old B. Gurley telling me like, hey man, come to Silicon Valley. We're going to ride a 8-pedaled fucking bar around where we, oxygen bar. I want Brad to do a short where he's pedaling, you know, where like it's a thing where everybody pedals together in a circle and they go somewhere. But I want to see it as an oxygen bar and they're all just huffing oxygen, you know, and shooting peptides or whatever the thing is. You know, I want to see the most Silicon Valley shit ever, but we're not going to get that. Here's his one short.
I think AI is going to be bigger than the internet itself.
One person said to me, well, if Amazon can't buy a vacuum cleaner company, what are they supposed to do with their capital?
Oh, shit. You know what he's referencing there? And this is not a joke. Amazon bought Roomba. Remember Roomba, the little robot vacuums that would beep, 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 beep. They would leave and they would vacuum your house and hit walls of shit and then they would plug themselves back in. Do you know why Amazon bought that? So they can measure the interior of your house. They're sending the data back to Amazon. So when you jump onto Amazon and you're scrolling through your feed, they already know the dimensions of your living room and they're selling you stuff that's going to fit there perfectly. Why do you think they like that? You want to see it in your house view? You think they're doing that to be your friend? Fuck no. They're scanning your house for everything you got and be like, oh, it looks like you need to upgrade it, yada, 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 yada. Everything is about data to sell you more at a worse price than you could have just bought it if we had stores, you know? That's funny that I didn't think he'd mention that. A lot of people don't know that. I follow that shit closely, and I do not own a Roomba.
Is all this just a bunch of crazy people in Silicon Valley that are running up prices and multiples, or is there a reason that tech has grown fast?
It's a big bubble. It's a big bubble. I can answer all these. I'm 100 for I'm 3 for 3 on this. I got 100%.
It's a sport of kings. Sport of kings.
What the fuck is the sport of kings? Oh, okay. Is this one of those where I gotta ask in a Jeopardy style thing? What is polo? What is gout? Oh, I think it's what is gout. What is gout? The sport of kings where you can't walk, you know, because you got gout. I think that's what it is. I think I'm 4 for 4. I don't know. They don't give you the answers on this, but Brad Gerster, founder and CEO of Altimeter. What the fuck is that? I'm sorry we took this detour into Brad Gerter, but I need to know. Altimeter. Oh, Altimeter Capital. Oh, so he just had a lot of money. American investment firm founded by Brad Gerstner in 2008 in Menlo Park. Offices in Boston. Oh, Brad, come say what's up, homie. 20 billion in assets. I want to see. They're just a fucking private fund company. Yo. Oh, he's down right on the waterfront? Oh my god. He's got stupid money. You should not be allowed on the Boston waterfront, Brad. Not at your height. You know, you fall in the ocean, nobody's finding you. Oh, Altimeter Capital has a fucking YouTube channel? I'm sorry, you're coming down the rabbit hole with me, folks. Do they have shorts? Because I do not want to see. Oh, here we go. Inference is about to 1 billion X. Jensen something.
At your own startup, right? You have a conversation with Jonathan about merging.
I fucking love that all this dude right here, this is who we're talking about, Brad Gerstner. All he has is a lot of money. This motherfucker ain't schooled in shit. And his whole job is to convince you that his money, the amount of money he has, should influence how you spend your money. That's it. That's it. That's his job.
I was an investor in Cerebras, which is also...
See what I mean? He's like, I invested in this and made a lot of money, so you should probably listen to me. Buy all of the SpaceX IPO.
Building a fast inference chip. Grok was building a fast inference chip.
For what, Brad? For what? To deep fake underage women, Brad. I don't think that's helping us.
These two companies had been in existence for upwards of 10 years.
Yep.
Wait a minute. When was Grok started? Or launched, I guess. That's the proper Silicon Valley terminology. Did you fucking hear what Brad just said? This is what I mean. If you just fact check a little of their shit, they're dumber than fucking rocks. And I don't mean to insult any rocks. I love rocks. Rocks are cool. But Brad just said Grok had been in business for 10 years.
Was building a fast inference chip. These two companies had been in existence for upwards of 10 years.
Upwards of 10 years. I have to use started. I can't use launched because they were launched in, no. So it's just telling me 2023. We are not in 2033. Who the fuck? I would be good if I sat in a room with this guy. I'd be Googling everything he said. But I'm like, I don't know if that's true. No, Grok has not been around for 10 years, upwards of 10 years. Can I leave a comment on this? I need to. Oh, he only has 3 comments. How do you have $1 billion in 3 comments, bitch?
Yep. And the extraordinary thing is, like in year 9, they're both fighting for survival.
They're not even in year 9. They're in year 3. Boring. I'm done being lied to. I want to hear him. USC. He did the University of Southern California graduation speech. I'm sorry. We are going on a Brad Gersten detour today. I have more news for you. I'm very fucking sorry. This guy is so fascinating. Because I'm fascinated with Americans who see somebody with a lot of money and just implicitly trust them. You know? Like they see a guy sitting behind, standing tippy toes on a little squatty potty to be that high. He's a very little man. I can tell by the videos. They see this dude in positions of power with a lot of money and they implicitly give him all their trust, right? They're like, well, how could he be that rich? And I'm like, I don't know. His parents probably left him an inheritance and then he turned around as venture capitalists do and they go, hey, invest with me. Hey, invest with me. Let me get all your money. And I got some guys who on the inside, you know, we do a little thing and we handle things. You know, this isn't like these people are workhards. They are not. They are not. And my proof is, it's like, if you just listen to this dude for more than 3 minutes, you're going to start going, I don't know if Mr. Brad right here knows what the fuck he's talking about. And that's like, listen, I'm not talking about the 18, 19-year-old Andrew Tate fans. We all understand they got a little brain damage going on. I'm talking about anybody over the age of 25. You've lived more than dick length of the life. You know, you've gone out, done a couple things, fell down, scraped your knee. You didn't have to ask mommy for a Band-Aid for your boo-boo. I mean, people who have personally experienced these types in the wild. And you're like, I ain't giving you no money, man. I don't know what you do with that.
And you are stepping into the world at one of the most extraordinary times in human history. Think about this for a second.
Okay.
There have been 117 billion people who have inhabited this planet.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do. I have to double check that because if you're saying that at the USC graduation, I would imagine there's someone smart enough at USC to be like, that doesn't sound accurate. How many people? Because that's the other thing. That's what I love about these people. They'll do some shit like Joe Rogan does, where they're like, do you know there's been over 1 billion people that have walked the earth? And it's like, who the fuck? Who was taking censuses when there were Neanderthals, you know? And these people just like ride high on that shit. They're like, I'm just that smart. No, you're just that rich and think you're that smart. You know, you've lived a life where wealth has opened so many doors. You're like, how could I be wrong? Doors open in front of me. And what I like to do is just think about it, just comment logically. Like, so you're telling me now that we've done the census for what, 100 years maybe here in America, that like back when man was fucking crossing the Bering Strait, they were like, hold on, we're gonna do attendance. All right, grug, clug, bug, mug, duh. We got everybody. Let's keep going, guys. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And this doesn't even add to your story. You know, he's trying to do this dramatic fucking reading of like, hey, there's been 117 people and you're here now. I guarantee you that's what he says. I've never watched this before. Hold on. How many people have been on the earth ever in total? Here we go. Oh, people are asking this. Oh, look at that. Demographers estimate that roughly 117 people. Okay, so at least he did his Google search first. I still call bullshit. I'm still calling bullshit on this, and I don't know who these demographers are. You know. That's so funny. Oh, they estimate 109 billion. Over 192,000 years. That's a World Economic Forum. Ooh, there's a world population clock. We're learning so many things. Okay, continue on with your brilliant USC graduation speech, Bad. Sorry to doubt you. I just don't like how your face looks. Wipe that face off your head.
Picture an hourglass, each one a grain of sand.
No. What is this, a meditation? Just get to the point.
110 billion have passed through the hourglass. And out of those 110 billion, 98% of those people never saw a single invention in their life. And you are stepping into the world at one of the...
That's the whole short? Oh my God, Brad. You shouldn't have clipped that part, buddy. Like, I even know, sometimes, you know, YouTube will clip some of my stuff for me, so I don't have to do it, and I just upload it. And I even know, I'm like, this isn't the greatest stuff, but you got to put out some content. You know, and then sometimes when I clip stuff, I'm like, that's kind of fire. That's a good point. Me, I'll share that one. No wonder you only got 13 likes. Dude, hold on. Can we get some more likes? Please make me feel more popular than Brad Gersten. That guy right here. 13 likes on his USC graduation speech. You'd figure at least 13 more people from USC would have liked that. Hit the like button for me. Come on. Let's gas that like button to show Brad what's what. Just got here. I'm surprised to see Kathy Griffin lookalike in the back. Please don't. Listen, Timbo. Do not do that. I do not know who that slender woman is, but I like Kathy Griffin. Clinton is a Rhodes Scholar. Oh, yeah, that's right, isn't he? I forgot about Rhodes Scholars. I forgot about them. Remember, like, that used to be a thing. We used to be like, presidents are very educated. Now we're like, this guy thinks the Declaration of Independence said God made us all in his image. It's not a joke.
We are all made in the image of one almighty God.
This is literally what he said on America's 250th birthday, which I don't know if that's a special one or if that's like, you know, oh, you got to get him platinum or whatever. But holy shit, dude, this is America's birthday, and you're like reciting her name wrong.
And as our Declaration of Independence tells us, we are all made in the image of one almighty God.
No, it doesn't say that. You might be thinking of the Bible? Not the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence is like, we're endowed by our Creator with inalienable rights. But that may be a complex thing for a 80-year-old to say. You know, an 80-year-old with dementia might not be able to say inalienable rights, endowed. I mean, he definitely has never said endowed and never had that said to him. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. Hold on. I wanted to clip it. There we go. Clip it. Clip it. I like to do the Office style fucking mockumentary where I just look straight into the camera and I see if you're paying attention. Smole Penner. Ross Perot is king. You remember Ross Perot? That's so funny. That's when we used to like be able to run third-party candidates. What did Ross Perot run as again? Stop sending me down rabbit holes, people. I do not like this. I do not like this. What the fuck did he run as? The Reform Party of the United States of America. I would have never guessed it. Okay, I thought he was still alive. I was like, there's no fucking way this guy's alive. There's no fucking way. Do you remember that? He ran as a third-party candidate, and I think he was so rich at the time, they just like had to let him do it. They're like, yeah, he's got too much money, just let him do it. That's so funny. He's referencing Ross Perot. Yeah, he was a hard Republican. Yeah, no, 100%. But I'm just saying he couldn't run as a Republican because what was it? Was it Bush? Is it the first Bush? I think it was the first Bush. So he essentially splintered off and ran against. I don't remember, man. I was young. I don't even know why I was paying attention to this shit. I should have just been like, you know, throwing sticks at shit. I was young. All right, hold on. We're not done with Brad Gersten. Or are we? I might be done with him. I'm just so fascinated when these like absolute simpletons who have too much money get behind the president. And the president's like, isn't that right, Brad? Brad's like, you're damn right, sir. Keep pumping them stocks for us. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Afroman 2028. I don't know. I've heard some. I don't want to get into Afroman talk. I like Afroman, but I've heard some things that I've not verified on my own. So let's just say that. But I respect what he did to the police that fucking acted corrupt against him. Jeffrey, that's why we love you, Rob. You dig them out. Like I dig down the rabbit hole. Oh, I didn't know you guys like that. I thought I was losing people. I thought people were like, if this fucking guy keeps going down these rabbit holes, I'm not going to be able to take much more. But I don't know. Like, I'm going to be honest. I don't want to. I think I know who that is. I don't want to know. He's too generic. This little fucking Keebler elf, you know, Joe Rogan's height, maybe a couple inches taller. When he mentioned Brad in one of the audios I got, I was like, who the fuck is Brad? And then, of course, because he's just doing corrupt, he's just like, hey, everybody go buy a Dell computer. When he was like, hey, could everybody just buy a Dell computer? I got to sell some stocks before noon today. He's like, I got a couple of calls on these stocks. So it would be amazing if everybody could go out and buy a Dell. Buy a Dell. I have some calls on these stocks that I'm going to make some more money. And then when he's like, isn't that right, Brad? And look at old Brad right there. Brad's like, that's right, sir. We're both holding the bag right now. About to cash the fuck out. Oh my God. And plus, you can do BG2 pod. You can go, numb your brain out with these tech guys thinking that, saying a bunch of fucking silicon colloquialisms are going to impress you. Who is this? The NVIDIA guy? 9 months ago. Dude, you guys got to do some more podcasts. 3 weeks ago. Oh, NVIDIA guy is on that one. This is so funny. Why the fuck? Here's my other point. If they have NVIDIA guy on, right? I think Tim Dillon said this on the Joe Rogan podcast, right? Tim Dillon said, he goes, I've been invited to Peter Thiel's house for dinner. And he goes, and I didn't want to go. And Joe Rogan's like, would you? And Tim goes, no, I don't think I would. Which I think was the right answer for many reasons. You don't want to loosely get tethered into that Epstein Files mess. But the reason Tim gave, I was like, I really respect that. I really respect Tim Dillon's answer. And he goes, because I feel like it's my job to make fun of these people and criticize these people. And he goes, and I think if I had gone to a Peter Thiel dinner, I would have been inhibited to. Which the other reason I love that answer is because he's dunking on Joe Rogan. Because Joe Rogan has Peter Thiel on and goes to dinners with him in the same conversation. And Joe Rogan doesn't make fun of Peter Thiel. Joe Rogan defends him. But Tim Dillon was giving you like the true comedic, the true craftsman comedic answer. He was like, I feel like it's kind of my job to make fun of them. And if they get too close, that might inhibit my reactions to things they do. And it might censor my speech a bit. And again, I'm like paraphrasing Tim Dillon. But I love that fucking answer because it's true in so many different facets, right? It's not just for comedians to keep their distance from certain things, especially certain newsworthy oligarchs. Like Bill Maher. Bill Maher's an example. He went to dinner with Trump and then immediately after he was like, hey, we both eat food. We both sit at a table to eat food. Turns out we're all kind of human, guys. I like Trump. That was Bill Maher's whole thing. And you watched him get compromised in real time. Because a comedian just wouldn't do that. An actual comedian, Bill Maher would have been like, no, Trump's in the news all the time saying the dumbest shit ever. I'm not going to dinner with him. Just if you're a master craftsman comedian, you would just want to stay away just so you're like, if we become friends, like these people are all pandering each other, stroking each other's egos. Like they can't have true friendship. Bill Maher doesn't have true friends. Come on. But Tim Dillon's answer to Joe Rogan about getting invited and not going to Peter Thiel's dinner because he wanted to be able to keep his honest critiques and honest assessments, his honest comedic assessments of the world. Sorry, my toothpick is splintering. I thought was really rad for all the reasons I cited. But then when you start listening to Brad Gertrude's, I forget his name, Brad BTG pod, BG2 pod. Very easy to say. Clearly stands for something. Brad Gertrude 2 pod. Is this his second pod? This is the stupidest fucking name I've ever heard. I can't pretend. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna pretend to try to say something sarcastic. This is just fucking dumb. It doesn't roll off the tongue, Brad. Fucking use your Grok AI to figure it out, man. But when you have this guy hosting like NVIDIA, and he's clearly probably friends with Elon Musk, and they're doing podcasts on like, hey, what stocks should you buy? You should trust me. I'm a big investor. How is your not knee-jerk fucking instinct to be like, oh, he's friends with all these people? He's clearly not going to ever fucking short sell them. Like his whole thing is like pump them. Like you should buy my friend's stock, buy all of my, spend your life savings on my friend's stock, because he knows he's not here to fucking help you. It's so funny. He has a whole podcast talking about tech, markets, investing, and he's talking to the people that would compromise him. You know, I guarantee you, he's telling you to buy everyone who came on their interviews stock. And that isn't unbiased. You know what I mean? Like, just plain and simple. If he's having people on to be like, buy my stock, it's just like every other interview. Russell Brand, he goes on TV and he's like, buy my book. He's not there because he wants to spread a message. He's like, I got to pay for this court cost. Buy my fucking book. Same with them. These people aren't making time out of fucking their day to come on BG2 Pod, which only has 100,000 subs. By the way, hit subscribe. We got to get, I need to dwarf this, guys. Now I have a goal. Okay. We were just having fun shits and giggles over here, but now I got a goal. Brad, you're going down, man. He has how many subs? 102,000. All right, I got about 13,000. About 100,000 away. If you could help me beat Brad Gertrude in the sub game, because that's all these people respect. They respect the numbers. They're like, how many millions do you have? I'm not going to take life advice from you, and you should never act like that. But this is one of the times where, all right, Brad, the gauntlet has been thrown. Your shit's messy. It's very AI-ish. You said you've been AI pilled. And now the game is on. And I can't do it without you. I need your help, please. Hit subscribe. Let's fucking dwarf this dwarf. Is that the appropriate term? Or are you supposed to say midget? I don't know. I was friends with midget. She didn't care what I called her. She's great. Fucking Carly, I love you. I don't know where you are, but I miss you. All right. Steffelson. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat. I'm supported by viewers like Steffelson. I'm Steffelson, proud Democrat running for president 2028. If I win, I will weaponize the FCC just like Trump has. I promise that on day one, I will cancel Gutfield. Just exile him to Epstein Island, please. Sugar. Wait. Is that like a bad word in your name? I can say it because I'm Spanish too, but I ain't going to. No adult would mod. Probably minor. Most mods are. No, but thank you. No. Whatever, dummy. I love when people call each other's dummies. I really do. I appreciate that. Leave those minors alone. Yeah, you know, listen, if you want to identify a creepy old man online, just look at that account. I'll tell you right now, that's a stolen Facebook photo from some girl that probably has a restraining order against him. And that fucking name is the dude's name. All right, that's a dude decoy right there. We've sussed this fucking Fed out. The only thing that I thought reason why that might be an actual girl is because he said dummy. And usually I say dummy. But if somebody thought I was a girl for saying dummy, I would totally understand that. Because it's a cute thing. And do you know where I got dummy from? A girl, Tina Fey. She calls people dummies. And I thought it was absolutely adorable. God damn. Let me get to some more news and we can focus on Brad again. So if you don't know, the World Cup, something happened. I don't know. I don't watch football. But the World Cup, there was like a red card on the... hold on. Let me put up my World Cup photo. Here we go. Here's my World Cup photo. You see this very masculine, macho, knows everything boy who plays all the sports. He's dressed for football, holding basketball, a lot of almost nude men cheering him on a soccer field. If you didn't notice this in the picture, see the pitch back here with the soccer ball? Yeah, so he just can't make up his mind. You know, this is quintessential AI slop. That's what this is. This is like old man being like, make me the best at all the sports. And AI was like, I don't know, here you go. You sound kind of gay in the rest of the talk we have, so here, you know, like that's what this is. So clearly our president is a big sports fan. Big sports fan. That's why he has all the sports, from soccer to basketball to football. I'm sure all these rods in the background represent baseball, you know what I mean? All those bats. But something happened, and I'll show it to you in a minute. Let's just first play some audio before we get to the president interfering in the World Cup. Before we get to this tiny Pepe. Before we get to tiny Pepe interfering in the World Cup, let me just play this. This might recall. This might be nostalgic for all those who have been here for the last 10 years, and what you hear MAGA awfully screaming about all the time.
And the game tonight's going to be amazing, and we're going to have a full team, and Belgium's going to have a full team. And you know what? If they beat us, then they can be really proud. The other way, if they beat us, we'll say it was rigged, just like the election was rigged in 2020. But I won't get into that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. And
so you see, he's admitting that when they beat us, we say it's rigged. Just like I said, the election was rigged. He's our great sports fan of all the sports: soccer, football, basketball, and baseball. 2 balls and a bat. The pitcher wears a hat. Sliding into home base, trying to hit a home run. Swing, bada, 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 swing. Dusty, I love male cheerleaders. Sports ball hero. Thank you, Jeff. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you so much, Jessica. He's our sports ball hero. He is the biggest sports ball, guys. You go, boys. It's a sport. What's up, Caleb? You can't dodge a wrench. You can't dodge a ball. I've never seen dodgeball. I've never seen dodgeball. Trump and his Chippendales. Oh my God. Remember Chippendales? Is that still a thing? I don't even remember if that's a thing anymore. I swear Trump is not real. Yeah, it's hard to find someone this stupid, man. It truly is. So anyways, I wanted to play that for you because it's very important to understand the logic of a fucking perpetual loser, somebody who just loses all the time. And they know that, you know, when they can't win, they just say it's rigged. We were set up. We were set up. The refs are against us. And then it turns out here is a werewolf mid-transition. What the fuck is this? Hold on, let me get this picture. Maybe you guys can figure out who this is. What is that? I think that's a werewolf mid-transition. Is that one of the long-lost members of the Addams family? I do not know what that is. That is gross. Do not show your children. And if you're under the age of 41, cover your eyes. Because that is, I don't know what that is. That is some new creepypasta that was just dropped. And that creepypasta right there is, that creepypasta is about to thank Donald Trump for something. If you can read, you probably already read it, but.
Mr. President, I want to congratulate you.
Oh my God, creepypasta, please stop talking. Why is your hair combed like that? Oh my God, you should shave that beard. You are gross. Please stop. Why are you shaped like a fucking... What is that shape? I don't even know. He's shaped like a thick Delta Burke. And Delta Burke was thick. That's designing women. That was before your time. You don't even know who Delta Burke is. He's shaped like a thicker Delta Burke. That guy's got fucking hips for days, man. Yo, this creepypasta's curves right here would fucking elicit me to whistle. And I don't even catcall. And look at old Brad Garshon, or whatever his name is, Brad Gertrude in the background. Don't forget, we are on a mission to beat Grad Bertrude, whatever his name is, the investor. He's almost not taller than that picture. He's smaller than that woman, He truly is. I would like to shake his hand. Be like, I've never met somebody so little. I've never met one of you. Can I pick you up? Get on my shoulders, little guy. We're going for a ride. I'm just going to keep playing this. But don't forget, we're trying to beat Grad Bertrude. I'm never going to get his name right. These people have absolutely wealthy names, and I just can't pronounce them. I don't speak Wealthinese. We're trying to beat him. He has 102 subs on his BTK podcast or whatever it is. BG2 podcast. He has 102,000 subs. I got, 90. I got about 90,000 to go to beat him. So if you could help me, we want to put Brad to shame, and then I replace him in the White House. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'm pretty sure in this White House, like if you just get more subs, they're like, all right, Brad, you're out of here, man. What do you do? I don't know. I give investing advice to people online. It's really bad. All right, you're in. I will just tell you this. I will be kicked out on day one. I am not behaving.
On your historic leadership.
Prove it.
The document hanging on that wall just turned 250 years old
And he misquoted it. If you're talking about the Declaration of Independence, I would like you to go pinpoint where it says this.
And as our Declaration of Independence tells us, we are all made in the image of one Almighty God.
No, it does not say that. That's the Bible. What it does say is we're endowed by our Creator with inalienable rights. But, tomato. Liberals hate us. Yeah, they do. Who is liberal here? Sarion. People say liberal as in like anybody that isn't Republican. Because I know you're across the pond, and I love all my folks from outside of America. I think it's important that we congregate together. We're a lot more alike than we are different. We all eat food. You have to. But people say liberal just as like a catch-all. It's like woke means everything I'm scared of. Liberal means everything that's not MAGA, Like, that's why they call people that leave MAGA, they're like, he's a liberal traitor anyways. It's like, no, these people are still far-right white supremacists. They're not liberal. But it's just a catch-all phrase. These people, they don't care about what words mean, what numbers are, what crimes are committed in the White House. They don't care that the president's misquoting the Declaration of Independence on its 250th birthday, like Ted Cruz said right here. It's like, dude, go point out where it says what he said.
on that wall just turned 250 years old, as did the nation that it created. And the bell that you just rang on the Resolute desk, I believe heralds in that the next 250 years will be even greater than the first 250.
And at this point, I'm pretty convinced he's been alive for all 250 and will be alive for the next 250. You don't look like that, and you aren't some kind of grandpa vampire. You know what I mean? Like, that is grandpa vampire fucking vibes all day long. All day long. They live among us.
You mean the bell that I'm not giving back?
Donald Trump just said, you mean the bell I'm not giving back because he's a fucking thief? I'm pretty sure you have $6 billion. You can buy all the bells you want. And he's like, that one's mine. Not giving it back, bitches. Don't you have enough stuff?
I think
God, he told everybody you could have $1 and a pencil at Christmas and you could have one piece of broccoli. And he's like, I'm keeping that bell.
everyone knew you were going to keep the bell. And on behalf of all Americans, thank you.
Yeah, speak for yourself. You don't speak for me, vampire grandpa.
You for getting rid of that ridiculous red card.
You hear what he said? The ridiculous red card. Donald Trump called the FIFA officials to complain about a foul on the play. Yo, if that isn't lawfare, if that isn't the weaponization of a government in the fucking weirdest terms, I don't know what is. Could you imagine? Could you fucking imagine if he did that? Like, this guy clearly doesn't know dick about football, but could you imagine if there was a flag on the play and the president called the fucking refs in the NFL? Dude, I'm pretty sure America would see riots unlike any. They would be end of days riots. That would be so crazy. And not because people love football. It's because it's all fucking gambled on.
This is his.
Interesting.
It was spectacular.
It wasn't. Why would you have some dude who clearly, let me show you the picture. Oh shit, the chat was frozen, sorry. Why would you have some dude who looks like this and makes pictures of this, which he doesn't even know what sport he's playing? Like, is he playing soccer, dressed for football, holding basketballs? Why are all the cheerleaders on the field? Is this halftime? Like, none of this makes sense. Why would you have a guy who created this image misquoting the Declaration of Independence on America's 250th? Why would you be excited about him calling? Do you think he was like, do you really think that's a red card? I even think I had audio of him being like, I didn't know what a red card was until somebody said something. And it's like, dude, then you're not the one making the call. You shouldn't be calling him. If you can admit you don't know dick about soccer, then you should just stay the fuck away from it. But he did it because he's a petulant tyrant. I still can't get over how Ted Cruz looks. Like, he really has Grandpa Vampire vibes. What is that? What's that? Herman Munster? Hold on, I gotta look this up. Herman Munster? Not Herman Cain. Munster? No, Herman Munster was the Frankenstein's monster. Addams Family. No, who the fuck am I thinking of? Who's the dude in the Gremlins movie? Hold on, Gremlins. I think it was 84. No, it's Gremlins 2. So, what is the cast? Oh, man, come on. He's a main player. There he is, Robert Prosky. Dude. Has anybody seen Gremlins 2? Where the guy who does is it Grandpa Munster I'm thinking of, Inky? Is it? Grandpa Munster. Inky, thank you. And Grandpa Munster reminds me of the dude in Gremlins 2. If you remember, with the guy that in the building where the Gremlins take over, he did the TV show where he was always dressed like a vampire, Robert Prosky. I love that actor. But Al Lewis, behind the scenes, is Grandpa Munster. That's what Ted Cruz looks like. Tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that's not Grandpa Munster right there. Please. Only took 45 minutes. That's very true. That's very true. God bless you if you stayed this whole time for me to finally get to Grandpa Munster. Thank you, Inky. Oh my God. Uncle Grunkle. Oh man. That's a fucking hot name. I'm surprised Uncle Cracker hasn't transitioned to Uncle Grunkle and now he's playing like grunge music. He's like, no more of those pop hits. Fuck you. You guys don't even know who Uncle Cracker is. Holy shit. If this isn't fucking half boy band, half fucking, I don't know. Half boy band, half jelly roll. I don't know. Drift Away. Good to Be Me. Beach Chair. I wish I could play this music so bad. Oh my God. He came up with Kid Rock, Robert Ritchie, who we talk about often. Oh, just drift away. Uncle Cracker. I swear to God, if Uncle Cracker comes back and he doesn't fucking redub himself as Uncle Grunkle and start doing grunge music, Jesus Christ, do you people even know who Uncle Cracker is? Do you? Do you even fucking know who Uncle Cracker is? I'm not sure if you guys know. And if you don't, tomorrow, make sure you can subscribe so we can be Brad Charklin or whatever his name is. I'm going to get a picture of him, the one that's on my screen right now, because he was such a funny dude. Not in like a haha, he's funny. It's like, I can't believe you're doing this seriously. Like, I'd rather not have the hits and just not be Uncle Cracker. Like, if you were ever in the 90s and you went into like a fucking Subway or I don't even know, I couldn't even tell you where they played his music because even grocery stores and convenience stores were like, no, we ain't doing that. I'll play fucking Selena all day long or Enrique Iglesias, but we ain't playing no Uncle Cracker in here. You know, that was the boomers in the 90s loved that. Or 2002. What was it? 2002. Oh shit. Yeah, early 2000s. Fuck me running, baby. Fuck me running. I don't know if you could say that on YouTube, but I just did. Oh, he came out with a song in 2017 called Baptized in Bourbon. He did transition to Uncle Grunkle. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. I'm risking it all right now. Uncle Cracker with a K, with 2 Ks. Cracker, blessed in, what was it? Baptized in Bourbon? Baptized in Bourbon? Oh my God. Oh, he's going by the Moonshine Bandits now, and he's all tattooed. He totally transitioned to Uncle Grunkle. Oh my God. I'm going to play a little bit of this. Please, YouTube, let me do this for the people. Please. Uncle Grunkle. Please don't tag my video, man. I'm getting your music out here. I don't understand why these people get so mad. God damn. Hot damn. Hold on. Let me speed it up so maybe they can't tag me. Let's speed it up a little. Oh, he's got the cracker harmonies with the. Oh, it's not a grunge transition. I'm sorry, folks. He did the old pivot to pander country music. When you can't sell enough Drift Away tickets to keep going on tour, you pivot to fucking country. Because there's a bunch of people who will hear Moonshine Bandits baptized in bourbon and just fucking identify. You know, they're like, I have no life. I'm baptized in bourbon. You know, I got a horrible drinking problem and don't think it's the drinking. Yeah, I can totally relate. Holy shit. I hope someday I run into Uncle Cracker. I'd like to tell him some things. I'd like to say some stuff. I'd really like to say some stuff to Uncle Cracky. Shout out Uncle Grunkle. Nah, man, I can't. Listen, I can't. Brian Jennings. Yeah, the lead singer is Stained. Yeah, Aaron Lewis. He did the same thing. He transitioned to country. I can't call him Uncle Grunkle. I wish I could. You heard a clip of his song. He's doing full-on country. If he was a grunge artist now, which I think would have been a better pivot, then we could call him Uncle Grunkle. So just save that one. Account suspended, okay? Save that. Let's hold it. Let's pray. Maybe we all write. We all go into the comments of Moonshine Bandits. They have 450,000 subscribers. What the fuck am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? How do the Moonshine Bandits, which this can't be like an old band, this would have never gotten by me. Never. The Moonshine Bandits would have never snuck by me like this. Actually, I don't feel so bad. They have almost 1 million views and only 9,000 likes. Everybody came, checked it out, and was like, yeah, no. You can't hide your Uncle Cracker, man. Just play the hits, dick. Richard, sorry. All right, I got a new challenge for everybody. We're going to beat Uncle Cracker. We're going to beat Uncle Cracker's Moonshine Bandits. I got to go to this page. Again, I'm sorry I'm taking you all these detours. I got to see what this about shit says. 480 million views collectively. All right, listen, if you're just talking about your views, I know you ain't got no content, bitch. I've seen people do that. I see Handcuffs and Honky Tonks. That's what the fucking new album's called. You know he's not working with Rick Rubin. I believe he wrote this album himself. I truly do. I will give him credit in that. I believe Uncle Cracker does not, in his Moonshine Bandits pre-save now, Handcuffs and Honky Tonks, I 100% believe he wrote this album. Oh my God, they have a song called BMF, Bad Motherfucker, and they're rapping. I can't not do this. I can't. I'm going to play more of Uncle Cracker. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. it's embarrassing. Like for me, like I have secondhand embarrassment watching Uncle Cracker with people like pretending they're drug dealers with masks on in a fuck is this like a rollerball rink? I don't know where they're at. The Gravitron? What the fuck is? I think this is the Gravitron from. Oh no, it's a thing where they rode motorcycle. But apparently, all his friends are really badass. You know, he went from Uncle Cracker just drift away to now I'm hanging out with the hardest thugs counting, what is that, fucking Monopoly money? What are you doing, bro? This is embarrassing for me. You know what I mean? Like, we know we know your Uncle Cracker. I don't care you have a mohawk. We know your Uncle Cracker. This is not you, man. Sing Drift Away. Sing Drift Away, goddammit. I don't want to do this. I do not want to do this, Uncle Cracker. Where is your YouTube channel? I do not want to do this. And I do not want to hear your songs from 2 years ago. This is what I mean. Look at him, Sweet 16. Look at this fucking doughboy. Oh my God. He has a song called No Time to Be Sober. You are a bad influence on all the youth in America. Jesus Christ, you look like the 7th member of fucking BTS or what are they called? What's the Justin Timberlake one? You know what I'm talking about? Bye, bye, bye. What's the Justin Timberlake? Not the Backstreet Boys. Boy band. It's gotta be the Justin Timberlake one. What? They're calling the Beatles a boy band? Get the fuck out of here. Justin Timberlake. What is that band called? NSYNC. My apologies. Inky Capelli. Drift Away is a song about heroin addiction. Yeah, not when Uncle Cracker sings it. Thank you, Inky. Thank you, Inky. I was supported by viewers like you, Inky. But not when Uncle Cracker sings it. Not when I don't want to go get a picture of him right now. If you know what Uncle Cracker looks like, this dude. You ever seen a fat heroin addict? I'm sorry. I don't want to do. I do not want this side of me coming out. I do not want this side of me coming out. Do not. I will not engage with you. Who's getting? Hey. Who's Thorn? Are they saying slurs? If they're saying slurs, then boot them. But Thorn, don't boot anybody if they're just chatting. If they're saying some slurs or something. Who cares about these references, bro? I do. I care. The more guys, especially guys, pretend to not remember when we're all fully know, you know, and you're just pretending. Listen, Matthew, I said Backstreet Boy. I know the Backstreet Boy. Well, I don't know them. NSYNC is one like, I missed that. I missed that whole thing. The only reason I know the bye 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 is because I was watching, Deadpool Wolverine last night? But again, I like that band name. Listen, guys. I referenced Delta Burke designing women earlier. You think I'm skipping out on NSYNC? Do you fucking hear yourselves? Maybe you weren't here, but if I'm referencing Delta Burke, I'm not going to skip over NSYNC. In fact, I pride myself on knowing many more references. You know what I mean? Like that bugged me that I couldn't rattle off NSYNC. I just kept thinking Justin Timberlake guys. You know, the Joey Fat One. You know, Joey Fat One's in that, right? I know Joey Fat One's in that. Oh, is it pronounced Fatone? No, I'm pretty sure it's Fat One, buddy. Chris Kirkpatrick, what happened to him? Lance Bass, JC. Yeah, this was not. Backstreet Boys, though. You know, I forget their songs, but you know the Backstreet Boys. They were like, what did they say? Shit. Now you guys are making me mad. Backstreet Boy, I want it that way. Tell me why. Jackson 5? All right. I missed the Delta Burke. I'll have to listen back. Yeah, I referenced Delta Burke. Thank you. Brian's old enough. Okay, maybe that just went right over your head, but don't think I'm name dropping Delta Burke and conveniently forgetting NSYNC. You know, I would have shot that out in a minute, man. I want it that way. Tell me why. Do. Tell me why. Everybody. How does everybody go? I don't remember that one. There was another one I really fucking like. Maybe it wasn't the Backstreet Boys. I don't know. They all sound the same to me. I remember, listen, when I was coming up, New Kids on the Block were fucking hot shit. You know? Those are Boston boys right there. Mark Wahlberg's brother, Donnie. Old Donnie Wahlbergs. The Wahlbergs, listen, whatever you think about them, they help his brother. What the fuck's his brother's name? Greasy? I don't remember. Chachi. The other Wahlberg. He does the Wahlburgers. They do some good shit every Thanksgiving. They give families meals, and they've provided my family with meals before. So shout out to the people helping the communities. It's real shit. Real shit. Whatever you want to think about Mark and Donnie and Greasy or whatever his name is, they do give back, and I appreciate that. Shout out to the South Shore. CNC Music Factory. Oh, goddamn. They had some hits. Okay, look at when I started. 98 degrees. Everybody's just dropping their favorite boy band. This is not what this is about. We could talk boy bands. It's fine. It's fine. I just really didn't like that dude Matthew was like, "You're pretending you don't know NSYNC. We all know." And I'm like, listen, I'm not pretending. That was not like me putting it on. Like, oh, I don't know. Like trust me, I felt very old in that moment. I felt like our president, you know, where he's like, and the Declaration of Independence said we're all created just like Jesus, you know, like I felt that stupid for a minute because I was like, how do I not know NSYNC? How is that not coming off my tongue so easily? So that was disappointing for me because I'm here to entertain you, you know? The Doors. See, listen, you bunch of assholes. You're going to stop doing this, just like they called the Beatles a boy band. Listen, we're not calling every band that is just boys boy bands. I am definitively drawing a line. If Smoke Blondie, you call the Doors and the Misfits boy bands, I'm going to get pissed. Okay? I don't mean to call you assholes, but I will if I have to. All right? Jackson 5 was a boy band, though. A boy band is usually like, what's the definition? See what the fuck you guys do to me? This drives me nuts. Now we're spending the whole time just going down rabbit holes. What defines a boy band, you fucking cunts? Like, all right, we're doing it. A boy band is a vocal group of young men in their teens or 20s who specialize in pop or R&B. Choreography, targeted demographic, archetypes, managerial control. I was going to say managerial control has to be on there. So just so we're clear, if you motherfuckers put Iron Maiden or Primus in, or even if somebody does Nirvana, I might mute you for the day. The Bee Gees? No, weren't the Bee Gees brothers? Oh, you motherfuckers, we're the Bee Gees brothers. The original core Bee Gees brothers, Barry, Robin, and Maurice. They were brothers. Stop. You cut to shit. I'm serious. I'm going to have to put some of you in timeout. I don't want to, but you're bringing the parent out in me, and this is how I punish my kids. I'm like, if you fucking say anything about Nirvana, I'll send you to your room for the rest of your life. I will do that. Okay, so we've already established. Listen. How did I know the Bee Gees? How did I know that? Because have you not heard the Bee Gees? Have you not heard the Bee? Ma'am, I will play you one of the greatest songs. I can't even play. I'm going to do it again. This whole video, if you guys could hit subscribe, this whole video is getting demonetized. If you, listen, I don't know much about the Bee Gees. I really don't. I'm not like a Bee Gees fanatic. I wasn't even alive in their heyday. All right? But I'll tell you something. If you can hear this song and not get curious about who the fuck wrote that, then God bless you. You're a better person than I am. Actually, let me find the a cappella one where they do it.
I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that...
Yo, I can't play anymore. That's how deep is your love. But if you hear that and like don't like your soul doesn't wander, I'm the oldest person here. Really? Huh. Now everybody's asking how old is Ryan. But okay, I want to set the bar right now. Okay? Because you guys you have gone off the rails and I'm absolutely done tolerating this shit. Okay? And I do not talk to my chat like this, but you guys have set me the fuck off. A boy band. Hold on. A boy band is a vocal group of young men in their teens or 20s who specialize in pop or R&B. Pop or R&B. They're vocally focused. Most of these assholes don't play instruments. Choreography. Bye. Okay, we're setting the bar for what a boy band is. I do not want to see any more like Green Day, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Bee Gees. Jim Morrison was not known for his choreography. He was very shy, and he was known to be like a P-tease, a poon-tease on stage, you know? He was not choreographed. Choreography, dynamic, synchronized dance routines that are usually a major component of their performances. Jim Morrison would tease the crowd. He would arise it like a ritual. Targeted demographic, they're musically specifically crafted to appeal to preteen and teenage girls, often centering on romantic themes. Morrison was mostly romantic. Archetypes, the members fit specific personality archetypes. The bad boy, the cute one, the Joey fat one, the shy one. Managerial control. They often are assembled by a talent manager or record executive who heavily influences their sound, styling, and public image. Examples, Jackson 5, Backstreet Boys. That's the only two they gave. But you know, and do not do it. I do not want... we just defined it. Do not upset me anymore. I will not... I'm not even gonna... Gigi Allen is... Oh my God. I can't do this. Every K-pop band, yeah. The Lords of Acid? Who the fuck just said the Lords of Acid? I had their CD. How dare you? Oh my God. The Lizard King's Book of Poetry? Yeah, I used to have that. I don't know what happened to that. Oh my God. Is it called American Poet? You're probably right. I don't remember. I just remember reading it and being like, man, I like the music a little better. You saw them in concert, the Lords of Acid? Get the out of here. That's crazy. Are they still around? What are you guys doing to me today? Stop. I don't like this. You've derailed the show. Are they still around? Active from 1988. Goddamn, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. No, they don't have. Yeah, they do. Oh my God, get out of here. 3 weeks ago, they're uploading stuff. Get the out of here. All right, I know what I'm doing later. Actually, I just want to hear a little bit. This thing is not getting monetized. If you want to help, please hit subscribe so we can beat this dude in this guy right here, Bird Capitan, whatever his name is, this retail investor. He's got 102,000 subs. We're about 90,000 away. I need everybody's help. Everybody's help in this one. Please, hit subscribe. All right, we're going to listen to just a touch of Lord Acid. I'm not going to play their like iconic shit. I want to play one of these new things. Dream Boy, that sounds good. 1 month ago.
What if you could make a...
No, what if you could just shut the fuck up? I don't want to hear that. This is the Lord's acid, I know.
Pussy, pussy,
Alright, I can't play that. I cannot play that. I cannot play that. I had that CD. Yep. Alright. Alright, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You saw Gwar? Jesus, you just hit all the fucking classics. I had the green jelly single, Little Pigs. The chats, check them out. You saw Gwar too, Sargon? I'm not surprised. You're in Europe. I feel like Gwar is probably huge in Europe. Oh my God, Lords of Acid, what a blast from the nest. Wait, did you just say L7? There's no way you know. I sang an L7 song earlier. There's no way. That's fucking crazy. You guys are... Oh, what's up? Oh my God, I don't care for real. Good to see. I'm lost. I have to Google what some of y'all are talking about. Listen, if you are... if you are 25 or younger, this conversation isn't for you. If you are 25 or younger, I don't know. I got lost in the 90s a couple times, spiritually, emotionally, psychedelically. I wandered, you know, I found some weird stuff. I'm not saying it's popular. I'm not saying it's, you know, like a hipster. I'm just saying I just found my way, you know, through all sorts of stuff. I lived in a tent in the 90s without electric. Missed a few things. Oh yeah, you will. We weren't living in a tent, but we were staying in tents during this era. Bonfires, psilocybin, all sorts of things. I forgot what I was doing. You guys distracted me. God damn. I don't even want to hear from Donald Trump anymore. What's up, Cha-Cha? Cha-Cha Robinson. I like that name. You saw Fugazi? That's cool. The Cure. Damn. The Cure's still touring, aren't they? Or maybe not. I don't know. Saw Motley Crue. There's something about, this is not going to be popular. I get it. There's something about that Motley Crue, what's the other band? Hold on. I can't think of nothing today. I'm sorry. My brain is bands like Motley Crue. I do not like Motley Crue. Bands like Poison. That's it. Poison. LA Guns. Poison and Motley Crue. Those fucking dudes. Like Kickstart My Heart. No. It's gotta be Poison. It's the band. Some of these songs are just... No, I like Every Rose Has Its Thorn. That's a good one. Yeah, some of these songs just were so fucking cliche. I don't know how to put it. But they just seemed, you know, especially for what they were doing. It just seemed like, oh man, now I'm going to break my own rule. It just seemed like boy bands of rock. Does that make sense? I think that's the best way I could explain it. I don't mean to break my own rule. I'm sorry. You guys can mute me. Sorry. I'm sorry. Type O negative. Jesus. A girl I dated in, I don't even remember when, loved Type O negative. I got her, I forget what CD it was. Sonic Youth is good. But these, like the Poison, the Motley Crue, they just seem like boy bands to me. you know? And so, I don't know, it just felt so generic. I get it. Because if you were a kid of the 80s, you know, if you were in your teens in the 80s, I get, like, falling into that trap. I totally understand that. Pantera were racist? I didn't know that. But again, a bunch of white dudes from Texas, you know. I don't know here or there, but I just wouldn't be surprised. When I saw Motley Crue, Mick Mars was spitting blood like Wasp, but then they changed. Yeah, I don't know. Pantera wasn't racist. Yeah, listen, I'm not here to say either or. I'm just not. I do not know. But I do know a little bit about Texas. I saw Soul Asylum. Yo, I'll tell you, the first concert I went to was the Horde Festival. Look it up. It was a thing in the 90s. Horde, Hoarde, the Horde Festival. It was Blues Traveler, Rusted Root, Lenny Kravitz. I can't remember who. Those were like the three like that I really remember, because Lenny Kravitz came off stage and was about 10 feet from me with a wireless guitar, and that I was like, oh damn, this is nuts. And we weren't even in the pit or the first tier of seats. We were in the second tier. So he got off, came through the people, walked up the stage, and went right in between the first and second row. Lenny Kravitz. It was fucking amazing. It's amazing. Scissor Sisters, Susie and the Banshees. They're probably referring to Phil, not the rest. Sorry, it's hard for me to read it from over here. Slipknot is a boy band for sure. I've seen them. Slipknot is a... Sorry, John. I'm going to adopt that from now on. Slipknot is 100% a boy band. That is so funny. Soul Coughing. Super Bon Bon, Super Bon Bon. Oh, I know Soul Coughing. Listen, you're not gonna sneak too many 90s bands by me. All right? You ain't gonna do that. Queen was your first concert? Get the f out of here. You seen Queen in 77? Oh my God. That is absolutely amazing. You seen Slipknot 11 times? You figure, oh, Charlie Kelly's here. Deep Cut, Soul Coughing. Yup. Deeper Cut, Cherry Poppin' Daddies. I'm just throwing out random bands. I loaded in Blues Traveler into Big Dogs in Cedar Rapids around 86. Tickets $5. They were on the radio the next week. That's cool as shit. And Blues Traveler, I believe, is still doing some stuff. John Popper lost a lot of weight, looks good. He is one of the most phenomenal. If you just look up John Popper harmonica on YouTube, I'm telling you, just watch him play harmonica. Just watch. It's captivating. It's mesmerizing. It's hypnotic. It's everything. I played harmonica with John Prine before he died. No way. Come on. Okay. At this point, I either got the coolest fucking chat ever, or somebody's making some stuff up. I'm not doubting you, President Raygun. You have not steered us wrong in things, but that's just hard to believe. And do you play harmonica? I have like 3, and that's all I've wanted to do. But every time I start to learn, I'm like, I don't know about this. You want it all, but you can't have it. What band? I don't know. When I started to read that, you want it all. Limp Bizkit was the best concert I've ever been to. Sarzan, have you only been to one concert? Come on, really? Limp Bizkit? What? No. My favorite concert that I remember. Actually, I have 2 concerts that I really love. One, I went with a bunch of people. I had to leave early. I was super pissed because it was G-Love, and I finally got to see him in person. And he is a fantastic live artist. Because they're like kind of like a jazz and like they're not jazz. They're like a blues ensemble that does like Philly hip hop almost. And so when you get to watch them improvise and just kind of jam, it's magic. But then seeing Atmosphere, Slug from Atmosphere, when he was on Twitter, gave me a free ticket. I was by myself and I went, and that was pretty phenomenal. Just seeing that stuff live and feeling Slug, you know, what he does on the stage. Oh, I seen Bowie. I seen Bowie at Boston at the Garden, not the Garden, whatever they called it, the Fleet Center for a little while before it became the TD North Garden. that was an amazing show too. A Dance for Ozfest, 97, 98. Primus Tool, Powerman 5000, 9 Inch Nails. Come to my shop, listen to banjos in the park. John used to hang out and get a scoop. Oh, that's cool. That's so rad. That's so rad. That's fucking incredible. All right, this whole live stream just took a detour. I think we were doing I don't even remember what we were doing before, but I really don't. And I know I had some more stuff, but I guess see what happens when you guys start to tap into my ADD brain and make me go down the rabbit hole to look stuff up. But again, I only do that example so people see that, like, when you hear these buffoons talk, you could just look it up and be like, is that true? And then double check your sources, be like, who else is saying this similar thing? You know, like, that's why I like to do it, because I want to know, you know? Only because I'm at the age where too many times people said things confidently that turned out to be a lie that I just bought into for a long time because somebody said something confidently, and I've learned my lesson. I learned my lesson young, and I'll never allow that to happen again. So now that we have the knowledge at our fingertips, use it. Screw politics. Everyone is doing it. Take a break. G Love and Special Sauce is one of my favorite bands. They're amazing. But not what G Love is doing now. Let me just say that. He released the song and he did a whole album to R.L. Burnside, and I like the Philly grime he was producing, you know. I liked when he was rapping about the 76ers. You know, like, I like the Philly he had in it. I think he moved to Cape Cod, or I know he moved to Cape Cod, and I think that changed him. I think he tapered out a little, became, you know, boomer-esque in his Cape Codian ways, and the long sunsets probably chilled him out and took the Philly right out of him. We like the rabbit hole of reminiscing, we older people. Oh, I do too. But, you know, I gotta beat this dude. I gotta beat this dude in subscribership. He has 102,000 people, so I need your help. I love that. Some dude with no avatar says, totally take the dude with the sleeve on his head seriously. Excuse me, sir, this is not a sleeve. This is a head wrap, so you don't even know your ass from your elbow. The world hates everybody. Fucking, I don't care. You think I'm here for the love, bitch? You think I've been in the fucking spotlight for you to be in my fucking comments section because I want everybody to love me? It's a silly take. And if you ever think that everybody's gonna love you, just know you're starting with a failure, okay? Just understand that. Understand that, especially when you speak some truth, when you've lived a little bit of life, when you know more than this fucking dummy, people ain't gonna like you. But I say judge me by my enemies, you know? If the people in the Epstein files hate me, I'm doing a good job. I'm A-okay. If the people with all the money, all the power, corrupting the rules, fucking in the Epstein files do not like me, God says I'm doing something good. Thank you. Yees, good to see you. Stole my cousin's pirated Rage Against the Machine cassette when I was 10. 30 years later, I still wonder if I would have a different mindset if I never listened to it. That's the beautiful thing about music, Yees. That is the beautiful thing about it. You know? It truly is. It is a muse of the mind. I'll be laughing all day. That's good to hear. Hope you're having a good day. Well, thank you so much. You too. I've loaded for Faith No More. That's cool as shit. You get the cankles, I'll get the wrist. I ain't touching them filthy cankles. Yeah, Rage Against the Machine. Oh my God. Things are used to love. Yeah. Everybody, why do you think, to bring it back to political, why do you think he does everything he does? Why do you think he calls FIFA to call off the red card? Why do you think, he's bringing this guy up here to, boost stocks and do a rug pull? Why do you think he says, I'm the guy for housing while he doesn't sign the housing? Why do you think he says everything he says? Why do you think he has no backbone? Everything he says can contradict itself within sometimes the same sentence. It's because he wants to be loved by everybody. And the sooner he has some self-worth and confidence and understand not 8 billion people are going to love you, sir. It's just not possible. Somebody's going to walk by you and be like, that breath is fucking kicking and I can't tolerate it. And that's okay, man. That's okay. That's okay. You don't need to be loved by everybody. Your hate feels like love anyways. Oh yeah, and thank you to all the people hate watching. Appreciate you. Couldn't do it without you. Just hit subscribe, that's all. If you have come to Boof the Truth, this is a pretty good partially finished basement for that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Things that I used to love. Oh, that's what you're saying. Things that I used to love. That's a good G-Love song. I like cold beverages too. All right, yeah, guys, hit the like. Let's get to 100. I'm not going anywhere. I'll stay here all night until we get to 103 likes. The dude had 13 likes on one of his videos. 13 fucking likes. This guy, standing behind the president, only got 13 likes. Haha. I normally don't do that, but just because he's such a douche, probably grifting, working class people out of their money like Jordan Belfort. Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, was a penny stock dealer and stole penny stock money from people. It's not anything to be lauded. It's something to be shamed out of society. I don't know what this CERN thing is. People keep asking me. People keep bringing that up. I like cold drinks, but fuck ice. Daddy Ilo. That is a reference to a G-Love song. But I get what you're doing too. CERN. What the fuck is that? Geneva, Switzerland. European Organization for Nuclear Research. It's the world's leading laboratory for particle physics, located at the border between France and Switzerland. Wait, is that the big thing? Large Hadron Collider. Yeah, it's the collider thing. 27-kilometer ring of superconducting magnets buried underground. I've seen videos about this. I didn't know it was called CERN. Thank you for making me learn something. It's the device that smashes atoms. I had no idea it was called CERN. I seen the particle accelerator, baby. What's up, loser? What's up, loser? How are you doing? Treat the button as if you were in the middle of a pit at a Tool concert. Smash it. I like that one. I like that one. Treat the like you would a Twazi's face. We're trying to get to 100 likes. That's what we're trying to do. 103. What's that? 4, 7. 7 more. Weird Al. Keep on losing, baby. Listen, that's the funny thing about life, man. We're all going to suffer. We're all going to suffer. Nobody's completely winning. You can't just win all the time. And if you did, would winning mean anything anymore? If all you did was win, like what's his name? DJ Khaled? Whatever. I hate that dude. If all you did was win, would it mean anything? If all you did was eat ice cream and cake every day, would it still be ice cream and cake? Or would you look like this dude? Would you look like him? Oh. Socialist terror. Oh, thank you for the gift, Wham Bam. Thank you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Satan has thrown open the doors to hell to welcome Mitch McConnell. Edward, that's a good one. Why the meteorologist figured out it was so hot the past 3 weeks. That's brilliant. I like that. I thought it was just, I don't know if you guys seen the picture of the fireworks display at DC, but I just thought we had a new phenomenon in America called fire clouds, where instead of lightning, they shoot out fucking sparks. I mean, let's just face it, folks. In the near future, with all the data surveillance centers, we're probably going to have fire clouds. This isn't far. They were just, trying to desensitize you to it. They were just getting you ready. They were like, you know what? Let's give the people a little taste of what their future beholds. Let's show them the fire clouds. And you're like, ah, shit, get inside the underground bunker, because if those sparks hit your house, it's burning. Fire clouds. New phenomenon coming to America climate soon. All right, come on. We can get 2 more likes. Thank you for everybody hitting the like. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I really do. And I have this meme. That's the meme, folks. Don't live without it. Pick up. Come on. Pick up. I feel like I took this picture and it reminded me of The Matrix. Anybody seen The Matrix? Old movie. Old movie that was rehashed by the incel macho sphere, where you get red pilled. But when I took this picture, I was thinking, I was like, I wonder if I pick up that phone, if I would disappear. Because this is an active phone, by the way, and the first thing I wanted to do was go and check if there was change in it. You do that as a kid, hit all the phone things, check for loose change. 103. Oh, we hit it. Thank you. Oh, what's up? I'm 103. The National Razor Music. Amazing. Thank you. I don't know if this is your first time here. This is my first time seeing your name. What is the National Razor Music? You can't have a name like that. Not an explanation. Oh, we hit 104. I don't see. Oh, we did hit 104. Thank you, Daddy Ilo. Do you remember using collect calls to signal mom to pick up you from the mall? Hell yeah. Do you remember the commercial that David Spade, I think it was David, no. Was it David Spade? Where they do collect call and they did that scam? And they'd be like, who's this collect call from? And he'd be like, it's Bob, had a baby, it's a boy. And then they would just hang up. So when they get the collect call, they say, you have a collect call from, it's Bob, we had a baby, it's a boy. There were so many workarounds. First time, long time. Oh, I appreciate you. But again, that doesn't explain what the National Razor Music is. That's an interesting name. And I'd really like to know. Don't make me look it up. I will. Don't make me look it up. I've been doing this all day. The National Razor Music. Is a historic nickname for the guillotine. Oh, that's the National Razor. Oh. Ooh, the National Razor. Hey, we just learned something. Hit subscribe. I'm teaching you guys something every day. I'm adding value to your life. No explanations, just anarchy. And that's perfect. I like you. Please hit subscribe. I like you. Democrats control the weather. Charlie Kelly, always on fire. For those who didn't know, which I did not, so thank you so much, because I love when I can use those things. Those, what would you call them? Euphemism? I don't know. The National Razor is a historic nickname for the guillotine. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Thank you so much, National Razor Music. I'm in danger. He's not in danger. We're all in danger, okay? We're all in danger. All right, guys. I think we did it for today. I think we did it. So join me tomorrow, okay? I love you all. You derailed the show, but you guys took control of today's show, and we went right down the. I took it hook, line, and sinker. I went right down into the rabbit hole. You guys got me. Good one, guys. Good one. You got me. So make sure you hit subscribe, because we got to beat that dude, Brad Chuckluck, or whatever his name is. Let's grab our decks and go skateboarding. Hey, don't tempt me with a good time. It's been a while, but I'll just roll down the hill. I might even sit on mine. Okay. Okay, guys. I love you all. Thank you, mods. Thank you, members. Thank you, super chatters. And sorry, I'm trying to read the chat while I'm saying goodbye. And join me tomorrow. Let's keep it like that. Much love. Peace.